Hi, welcome to my channel, Moonstone Dragonfly Readings. These are timeless readings that will find you when you need them most, so please take what resonates and leave the rest. This pick a pile reading is to find out your next move in your relationship. Where are you at right now? So take a moment to pause the video, see which pile you're drawn to. You may find yourself drawn to more than one message. Timestamps for each reading are in the description below. Hi, pile 1. You've chosen the beautiful rose quartz. A love stone, friendship stone, gratitude stone, great for meditation. Very calming, but very much a friendship stone as well as love. So that tells me perhaps we're looking at a relationship that starts as a friend, or maybe you're in a relationship, but a friend has taken your eye, or perhaps they're interested in you. So let's have a look at over there. This is also rose quartz as well, so we'll bring this out for you. Okay, let's have a look at our first card. Okay, so we have Nirvana quartz. Okay, so we're ending a karmic cycle. You've got something going on with a karmic cycle here. So any guilt, any repercussions, any consequences of anything needs to be dropped now. So maybe something's going on in your relationship or past relationships that you feel bad about, or they should feel bad about, but it's time to drop that now. You need to relax into what's coming next. Any kind of hardship to do with relationships needs to be left behind now. I feel like this isn't going to be for everybody, but a punishment that's ending. So whether someone's been away and coming back, if you know what I mean, but there's a distance. There's a distance between you. So let's go a bit further because I need to know more about that. Let's see. So what else have we got pulled already for you? 55. We had this last week, number 55. So 55. Let's have a look. Avoid the glare there. So gratitude, which is what we accept, acceptance, positivity, stop dwelling on problems you can't solve or situations that are bringing you down. So embrace what life has to offer. Okay, well, I feel like you've definitely got a friendship with somebody that you want to explore, or they might want to explore. Maybe you don't realize that yet. Let's see what else we've got. So we have the wolf. We have the wolf. Okay, so very much community. There's definitely someone in your community, someone in your friendship group wants to explore things with you. So be open to that. And if you're with someone already and it's not working, perhaps that's something that's trying to come in and is being blocked at the minute. But maybe allow other emotional connections. I'm not suggesting that you go off and you have affairs or you break up. I'm not suggesting any of these things, but there's another connection, an emotional connection that wants to come into you. So it's just something to think about. Okay. The wolf energy is very much a pack energy. And if you've been feeling alone in the relationship you're in, or you want a relationship, then someone is definitely coming in. Someone's already interested. It's not just what's coming in the future. Okay, let's see what else we've got. Yeah, of course we have the love card. Perfect. That's exactly what you want. Now, you desire more connection than you've already got. So whether you're with someone or not, right now, you still desire more than what you've got. Perhaps you need more from someone. You need to let go of fear of rejection, fear of intimacy, even commitment maybe. But you may be looking at other people, and thinking they've got what I want. They're in a relationship like the kind that I want, So just know that what you're seeing, your angels see that. Your angels see what you're looking at and what you're wanting, and it will come. Open your heart up. Maybe try hard to plan it less. If there is someone that you are interested in, or that this person that is in my mind that is interested in you, when you realize who it is, you might know already, but don't plan it. Don't overthink it. Don't draft out those text messages, where you type it out and then read it over and over and over. just speak from the heart. Don't overthink everything and don't analyze everything, and don't play games. Just let everything be more natural this time. Okay, what else have we got? We have summer and we have preserve. Okay, expansion and growth. This is very much a time of that anyway, for everybody, not just in this reading, but for everyone. That it's a massive time for expansion. But put all your energy into what you want now, before this time before this time is over. Now's the time. Don't lose the momentum that's happening everywhere right now. The preserve one as well. It's a time where you've got a lot of preserved energy that you haven't been putting into someone else. And if you have, it hasn't been reciprocated. So use that reserved energy, that reserved time, and the growth that you've had to put into somebody else. Also, know these cards together are showing that you need to tend to things so they don't become overgrown. Take care of yourself too. Put in effort into, tending your, I was going to say tending your garden. It's a bit of a jump, but like look after yourself personally, how look after think about how you want to look, how you want to sort of perceive yourself. I mean, girls out there, you know what I'm saying, tend to your garden. You know what I'm saying about that? So yeah, maybe think about that, okay? But also here, just a thought is, don't waste your energy on people who are not reciprocating. Just don't bother with that. That's using up your time that's not needed. Don't do that. Okay, make necessary sacrifices. Are you expecting it to all be your own way? Are you expecting everyone that you meet to be a certain way for a relationship with you? So are you resisting change? Just go back to this 5-5 card. That's a card of change. Are you resisting that a little bit? Because it feels like maybe you are. So maybe you need to sacrifice short-term convenience, how you think it needs to be right now, for a bigger term gain, like for long-term gain. Start afresh. I feel there's a distance between you and the person you're meant to be with. Physical distance, perhaps. And time, sort of, maybe it's the living arrangements. Something needs to change that involves the way you're living, the distance, that kind of thing. And you'll be rewarded for that. So that's something to think about. Okay, let's see what else. Spirit of fire. Take the risk. Don't repeat old patterns. Change your habits. Meditate on what that might be. Because what are you doing that's always the same when you start a new relationship or you're in a relationship? What are the things that you've done time and time again with relationships that haven't worked? And change it up. Create new habits. Set a new beginning that really starts. Basically, fire burns away all the old crap. You need to start new. It will purify. It will sort a new or an old relationship if you can get rid of all those habits. If you're in a relationship right now that you want to stay in, but feels sort of burnt out, then now's the time to renew it. But the only way you're going to do that is not necessarily from them. That's going to come from you, So you need to kind of think about that. Let's see what else we've got. This is good. We've got flowers for happiness. We've got a dog far away, a distant friend. There's definitely someone there's definitely some sort of long distance thing going on here that possibly needs to change. If you're ready for that. I'm just coming, before we carry on with this, I'll just come back to this a minute. I feel like we're not done with this card. If in any relationship that you have, if it burns too strong, if you start something new with someone and it comes on way too strong too quickly, it's going to burn out really fast. But then if you don't put in enough, it'll burn out anyway because it hasn't got anything to sort of fuel that fire. So although I'm saying take it easy, there needs to be a balance. So, if you're texting or ringing someone off the hook and they're not giving you anything back, it's too much. It's too much. Whereas if they're, contacting you and you're playing it hard to get and you're thinking, no, that's not going to work either. So just go with what feels natural instead of overthinking it. Okay, let's get back to this one. It feels very carefree, very carefree. Someone's going to reach out, someone who is definitely either being distant with you or is in a physical distance away from you. One or the other is going to be reaching out and perhaps saying how they're feeling, or maybe wanting to know how you feel, but it's going to be with a really good outcome. Whatever you want out of this is going to work. If it's what you want, that is going to work. Let's see what else the last two cards have. We've got that. Take care, enemies are working against you. Don't panic about that because it's not always exactly as that sounds. Spear heartache over what you no longer have. So perhaps you need to solve an issue that you've got in a relationship right now to move on to whatever this happiness is. You know, be careful who you confide in though. I think this is going to involve a lot of action, and be careful who you tell. Sometimes you're better off telling people after you've already done it, you know? And it might be hard to do to reach this, whatever the distance is here. It may be something that's going to be hard to do. It might involve you moving away. It might involve them moving. And perhaps it's an ending of one relationship to move into another. But that heartache will pass. It's not going to last long. Move towards the person who makes you feel happy and is a friend. 100% is a friendship as well as something more, definitely. But don't ignore red flags, and just be careful who you involve in your relationships. Careful who you confide in. But if you move towards it and you're willing to meet them halfway, then it's all going to be good. It looks great. So I wish you so much luck with that. And let me know down in the comments if this resonates for you. And obviously this is a timeless reading, so whenever it reaches you, feel free to let me know in the comments how this has landed with you. Bye, Group 1. Hi, Group 2. You have chosen Bronzite. I love this crystal. It's so unusual. It's hard to see in the light, but it's just so full of different shades of the brown. So Bronzite, it deflects any unwanted crap in your life that you really don't want. It helps repel that away from you. Very protective, and it's great for decision making. It's also, and this is what's really pulling out to me right now, it's a stone of equality. So if there's unbalance somewhere, this is the stone for you. Okay, let's have a look. See what we've got here. We have Shivalingam. Okay, masculine, feminine qualities. Definitely a need for balance. Definitely a need for more passion. Maybe you're feeling out in the cold with someone here. Yeah, it feels like you need to cut ties if needed, but thoughts are your power right now. But these two together are definitely telling me there's an unequal balance between you and someone else right now. That might be someone you want to be with or someone you're already with, but it's out of balance. Something is not quite right there. Something needs adjusting. And we've got number 5. Group 1 had 55, so this is great. Okay, transformation. Number 5 is a change number, but change is happening and your task is to accept it. This transformation will bring you fortune and abundance, aligning with your true soul's calling. Now, with this, the transformation needs to be within you for you to bring back your power, because somehow you're shifting out of power somewhere and it's becoming where someone has that power over you. Not necessarily in a negative way, but that should never happen. It should always be an equal thing. You should feel heard, you should feel respected, and you should feel an equal part in any relationship, really. Friends, partnerships, marriage, whatever. So let's see what else we've got. We have got yellow jasper. Oh, okay. Are you paying attention to how you feel? Are you afraid to move forward? Are you afraid to kind of unsure of where you're going with love or a friendship? It could be, but obviously we're talking about relationships here today. Are there things you want to say, but you feel like you can't? Don't overthink it. Speak your mind. This is so important, because you can't keep it in because you're afraid to rock the boat, or you don't want to speak up, because look, mouse. Yeah, exactly. You need to not be timid about it. You can't be afraid. You've got to be strong. You've got to speak your mind. And that's not always going to have a bad outcome. It's not always going to cause an issue. But if it does, then that alone is something to look at, because it shouldn't. In any relationship, you should be able to speak your mind, respectfully and with kindness, but say how you feel. And you don't always have to agree. And if that's a problem for someone close to you, then that is something you need to think about, because equality is so important. You should be able to bring whatever you want to the relationship as well. Okay, let's have a look. We've got the earthworm. Yeah. Oh, okay. Time to be more seen. Time to speak out. Worms, a bit gross, but bless them, they do so much good in the world. We need them, but they're not appreciated. People are grossed out by them. People, it's kind of seen as lowest of the low, isn't it? But they are incredible. They are so important to us. You need worms, okay? Just in the same way as you are being underappreciated, you aren't being seen for all the good you do and the importance that without you, so much would not be right. So you need to see your worth and expect others to see it too. That should be a given, that in any relationship you're in, respect is due and you're worthy of that. If they don't see your worth, it's time to move their ass on. You need to decide what you're going to do about that, because you can't keep going where you're not appreciated. You've got to confront how you feel and be brave enough to do that and not feel the way that perhaps you're being made to feel. Oh man. Okay. Right. If you said to me, what's the opposite of a worm? I'm sure this isn't true, but if you asked me what the opposite of a worm, I'd say a bird, because what do birds eat? Birds eat worms. Birds have power over worms. Okay. Birds, freedom. And I think it says freedom and opportunity, but the freedom is what this is all about. Do you see the yin and yang of this? Do you see that? So you've got the bird, you've got the worm, you've got the equality, you've got the mouse, you've got, God, it's really clear, isn't it? That you've got to stand up for yourself here and feel appreciated. And there's nothing to say that, your relationship could be amazing if this adjustment could happen, if this transformation can happen, but you can't do it alone. If someone's not appreciating or respecting you, respect is huge. Without that, what have you got? Balance is massively needed here. Oh gosh, so important. Balance is really needed. As well as that balance, I think looking down from a bird's eye point of view, if you look down at yourself and your relationship or the situation that you're in, sorry, I keep hitting my microphone. If you look down from a kind of bird's eye view, things will be revealed, I think. You'll get some power back because you'll be able to see it so much clearer. If you can zoom out and look down and think, what is actually happening here? What do other people observe when they see me and this person? Ask yourself, if you were looking at you and someone else and observing their relationship, what would you say to someone else about yourselves? Or if your friend was in your situation, how would you view it? And I think it's important to do that, to almost detach yourself a little bit and look down. Okay, let's see what else we've got. Oh, sadness. Oh, sadness. Okay. To be honest, it's not the kind of sadness that you assume. Normally with this card coming out, you think, sadness to come, or you're going through sadness. It's not quite what you think. It's the change needed here to be able to express your sadness. I think maybe there's something blocking you being able to, really say to someone how you really feel, because perhaps you're worried you're going to, knock the status quo or whatever. But you need to be able to speak up, be brave, because I think you put a brave face on it. You hide behind a smile. But that's not going to work anymore. That vulnerability needs to come out. You need vulnerability sometimes in order to be able to connect with people. And that honesty comes out through vulnerability. So you can't hide behind that smile anymore. I think that's all so connected there. That's almost just one big message here. I feel that's the main message coming through for you. There you go, look. Number one, a wake-up call. That's kind of self-explanatory, but number one is a beginning, isn't it? So see things for what they are, be honest with yourself, examine where you're at, find your situation where you're at as a wake-up call. The bird's eye view we've just talked about, your angels are asking you to not ignore the signs. The signs are there. Everything's there that you need to see. It's just easy to hide. So changing the status quo, the balance that is now, it might feel really uncomfortable, but staying as you are will feel so much worse. It really, really will. Also, see the signs, because what more do you want? You don't want a bigger wake-up call, do you? That's not what anybody wants, Okay, what we've got, Ancient Forest. That is such a beautiful image. I love that card. It's so calming. You can't fully see what's ahead in this picture, can you? It's so beautiful, but it's hard to know what you're actually seeing. So the glimmers of light, it's, be grounded, be stable, be strong. There are glimmers of light there. It's showing you there are beautiful things to come. It just feels a bit dark right now. Every tree in this picture is unique. It has its strengths, its own spirits, just like us. So balance it's required in any relationship. I just said that just now. A relationship of any kind needs balance, but it needs to be given space for your own needs and your own spirit. You can't be crowded over where you're constantly in the shadow. You need to come out into that light. There's a deep silent strength that you can draw on. You don't even realize it's there, but you've kind of just got to go for it. You've just got to look at your own worth and realize it and not back down from that and know what's important and bring that to the table. And if someone doesn't meet you there in the middle, then that person just is not for you, Okay, let's see what else we've got. We've got Scissors. Disappointment in some affair, possibly cutting ties, needle and thread. Okay, so we're going to cut it, then we're going to fix it. Okay, so they may not step up. This person that you're thinking of, or this person that you're out of balance with, it's probably not going to be what you wanted. But you can do something about that. As disappointing as it is, how sad it may make you feel, you can sort that, because look at that light. It's the answers after that. Once you've done this, that breaks the room. It gives you the room. It clears the way for you to be able to have exactly what you want. And it says a sincere wish will be granted. And that's exactly what it is. What you desire is coming. That person you wish for is there. But you won't need to dull yourself down. You will be who you are. And you need to stay who you are now to receive it. You need to be your authentic self to be able to receive what you really want. Because the person that wants to be with you, or the person that you're with that needs to meet you halfway, needs to see that. So you need to be you, because that is what is going to attract the person that you need in your life right now. That is who you need to be. So you be nothing but your authentic self. There we go. The caterpillar. Things will not always be this way. A change is coming. So where you've been hidden, you're going to emerge and you're going to show your real authentic self. And that person that's meant to be with you, whoever that person is going to respect you, see your worth, and they're going to adore you for it. They really are. The fact that it says here, there's a disappointment and the change, and the fact that you had the change card with the numbers tells me that the relationship you're in is probably not the one you're meant to be in. There is someone that is going to respect the daylights out of you, Okay, Arrow, you're on the right path regarding some aspect of your life. There you go. So what a card to end it. So everything we've just said is a journey, and it will take you exactly where you need to be. And I think deep down, you already know that. I think you're just looking for that reassurance. So take this as a sign. Take this as your wake-up call. So I hope this helps, Group 2. Thank you so much for choosing my video to listen to. And if you've made it this far, I would love to hear in the comments how this resonated for you. And I would also love to hear if your relationship works out, because I think if you follow the journey, it's going to be great. So I'm wishing you all the best and lots of love. Bye, Group 2. Hi, group 3. You've chosen the beautiful... Oh, it's a very chaotic pile. Sorry, all the others were a bit tidier. Okay, you have picked the beautiful orange calcite, and it's such a... I hope you can see that. It's such a dark orange as well. I love it. It's really nice. It's so fresh and uplifting. It's a great crystal for maximizing potential. So let's see where this reading is going to take you, because feels really positive. It feels like this is going to be a really positive one. So let me get your pile. Okay, what are we starting with? We'll start with the number. We've got number 4. Okay, stay focused. Stay focused on your life journey. Trust the process. Stay grounded. You're building from a strong foundation. There's a beginning with someone, something very new, I think. But it feels very fresh and new, and it feels great. So that's a really good sign. So let's see where we go with that. And we've got turquoise. So your qualities, the qualities in you as a person right now, are very attractive to someone. So stay authentic, because that is what they love about you. You're definitely attracting good friends as well as part of a relationship. So if you're not in a relationship right now, it is definitely heading around the corner. Someone really sees you for who you are and loves that, which is great. And if you're in a relationship right now, they're definitely feeling good about you. But also, you're definitely attracting good friends, successful and happy. Sort of, there's potential, which is very much what this stone is all about, really. It maximizes that potential. So whatever you put in with a person right now is going to come back to you in tenfold. It's going to come back to you so good right now. So I'm feeling Scorpio, Sagittarius, or Pisces energy, which is very much coming from this card. That's a turquoise thing. Obviously not all of you, but some of you may be in a relationship with someone with one of those signs. Let's see what else we've got. We've got Hiddenite. Okay, that takes a different turn. So, do you need to get out of your own way? Have you got something great going on and you're putting those intrusive thoughts there? Or is someone coming your way and you're already thinking, oh, this isn't going to work out, this is no good? Do you have a bit of a track record for self-sabotage, maybe? Okay, you need to be calm and you need to focus on what's important and not push it away. Don't push it away. See what else. So, this is the beginning. Don't rush. No matter how amazing it looks, don't rush. What you tend to now, what you put in now, like I said just now, will come back to you. It will grow. Everything that you do now is going to come back to you. So put that effort in, but just don't rush it. Enjoy the moment. If it grows, it will be stronger. If you rush it, it's not going to have the roots it needs to stay strong, and it will be honeymoon period and be gone. Whereas if you put that work in now and don't rush it, take your time, you've got all the time you need, it will get a good foundation, good roots, and it will grow into something amazing, something really, really beautiful. Okay? So lock in your intentions with this. You don't rush into it, but make it clear. This is what I want. This is what I like. This is great. I'm loving what's coming my way. This is what I want. And lock in that intention. It'll take time, and it will take time to see the commitment, and it will take time to see how it might look in the future. But someone is contemplating, and they maybe haven't actually told you how they feel yet. There's definitely feels like waiting. So don't rush them. Don't rush them. Let them do their thing. Just trust in the process. Let them do their thing. Okay. Walking staff. Okay, when you need support, keep a wide circle with this. Don't enclose yourself in a relationship. Don't make it all about this relationship, because you may have done this in the past where you get into a relationship, it's all about them and everything else goes to the wayside, hobbies, social life, friends, whatever. Don't do that this time. This time, find your strength in other people, family or friendship circle, or whoever you go to for support. don't ever lose that. Fill your time with good company, because then what's growing, this relationship that's growing, will have such a good foundation and stuff to fall back on and more to bring to the table. You won't isolate yourself that way. So if you feel you need support, or if you feel, lonely, don't always turn to this person that's coming in when they come, or they might already be here. Spread your circle wider this time. I keep hearing this time. So that tells me perhaps you've somehow isolated yourself, or you've been isolated by someone else. It might not have been your own doing, but make sure this time you keep open to having a wider social group, or just people that you turn to, or, look for support in other areas, not just this person that's coming towards you. Number 8, procrastination. Okay, one of you's putting it off. I feel like it's them, not you, but I'm not sure. So take this one how it resonates, but one of you's putting it off, holding back. But it's just out of fear. Let things flow naturally. Don't put off action. Don't put off making a move forward, but just remember that someone else might be waiting and contemplating, and don't rush them, okay? But put yourself out there to be seen and heard. You're attracting what you want right now, but someone is too scared. One of you is too scared and the other one is kind of good to go. So you need to both be ready at the same time. So time, another reason why fill your time with a wider circle, because it's coming, but they've just got to do it in their own time. You don't want to push that away. Yeah. Okay, rejuvenate. Enjoy what opportunities you have. Take the pressure off. There doesn't need to be labels. It doesn't have to be, oh, well, we haven't seen each other yet, or we're only texting and we still haven't gone on a date, or we've been on a date and we haven't talked about this, or it doesn't matter. Just let it flow naturally and it will go how it should. Enjoy the moment. It'll all come. It will all come naturally to you, and spend time enjoying things and having fun and not worrying about what it looks like or putting a name on it. It's all part of the grounding process and getting those roots, but it will grow. It will come. You can see that just from the card. It's there. It's ready to come to life. But I'm here like, appreciate the little thing. Appreciate your food. Appreciate the view. Even a film, just enjoy it. Don't analyze everything, and don't feel like you need to look at every detail. I keep hearing about like texting and stuff. Like, don't analyze it. Don't worry about it. Okay, what else have we got? Eagle medicine. Fly high. Fly high. Detach from the chaos and the chatter and what you feel things should look like. Forget about it. Detach from that. See it from above. We worry so much about what we think someone else is thinking, or what they're feeling, or what they know. Just let it be. Watch with a bit more detachment and focus on what you're doing, on the things that you're going to enjoy, and the people that you're going to spend time with. And that's so attractive to other people. People are attracted to confidence. They're attracted to independence. They're attracted to people who do their thing. And then they'll see who you are. That shows all your best qualities, okay? And I think looking at that in a more detached way, if you know everything is going to play out exactly as it should, then it takes the pressure off. And then you're not spending valuable time worrying about what you think they're thinking, when actually it's all saying that someone's coming towards you. So let it come towards you. Don't block it with worrying about what things look like and, who said what first, and whether something's actually a date, or whether they're interested, or whether this means anything. Is that flirty? Isn't it flirty? It doesn't matter. Just let it all be and enjoy the moment of it. Okay. Okay. Let's have a look. Oh, there you go. Chair filled. Someone new is entering your life. Okay. Says it all, doesn't it? Something new is developing. It's coming and it's going to succeed. So take all that advice and know that it's going to work out. It's going to be fine. Everyone comes in our life for a reason. So for whatever reason, it's going to work out well. Okay, we've got a bell and we've got an announcement. That's pretty hardcore, isn't it? Okay, someone's definitely going to come forward with their feelings. If you give them the time and space to do so, it's going to happen. They just need that safe space to do it. I mean, you could take this a lot more literally and you see bells in the future. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. You know what I mean by that. If you want to take it literally and that's what you're looking for, go for it. But in this instance, I'm saying that they're bringing that, how they feel about you, forward. Where that takes you, who knows? This could be a very early sign. If that's what you want, then run with it. But right, psychic ability, trust your intuition. Okay. Where normally with this card, I'm thinking, trust your intuition moving forward. But actually, it's kind of telling me you're going to have feelings of, oh, I knew I shouldn't have said that. I knew I shouldn't have done that. And if you're one of those people, trust your gut. Just don't do it. Just don't overanalyze. Don't send that text that asks 100 questions. You're going to feel like you wish you hadn't done it. It feels like some sort of confrontation or pushing someone too soon and you saying to yourself, oh, I knew I shouldn't have said that, or I knew I shouldn't have made them feel like that. So trust your gut and be patient. And if you have to, come back and listen to this again. Save it so that you can, when you've got that temptation to push and say, but I want to know how you feel about me, or whatever it is that you're pushing for, then listen to this again and remember this. It's going to work out. Just got to have some patience. They're procrastinating. Let them be. It'll come. It'll come. If it's the other way around, then know that this other person feels great about you and it's time for you to move forward. So if it's you or the person that we're talking about here, then it may be you that needs to step forward and say your feelings. But I feel like someone is wanting to come towards you, just hasn't yet. Okay, there we go. Honor and respect will come to you. The crown. Respect their right, though. This isn't even about respect for you, I don't think. I think this is respecting their right to time and space. You're going to receive back the same. Good things are definitely coming, but you're going to feel respected. You're going to feel honored. You're going to feel it's all going to come, but you do have to give them the time, the space, that safe space to be able to come to you and say, look, this is how I'm feeling about you. How do you feel? You may have already said how you feel, but detach yourself slightly, let it be. Enjoy your time with other people and watch it come forward. Thank you, Group 3. I hope this is helpful and I'd love to hear in the comments if this resonates for you, and good luck moving forward with whatever happens because it looks great. Good luck. Thank you, Pile 3. Hi, Pile 4. You have picked the quite unusual and beautiful moss agate. I'm trying to bring it closer without. It's very pretty. Can't really see in the camera, but it's completely smooth, but it looks raised, almost just like moss growing on it, but it's very beautiful. Okay, so a stone of regrowth, building on what you already have, or even something that has stayed too long and is stagnant. So, that kind of sets the tone for the reading, doesn't it? So you may have chosen a stone that is telling you your relationship is a bit stagnant. So if that's not for you, then maybe this pile isn't for you. So let's see how we go. Okay, malachite. Protect yourself. All is not as it seems, and you need to stand strong. I'm noticing as well the green. So we've got green in the agate and we've got green in the malachite. So that's, definitely need to protect yourself. Let's see what else we've got. We have varisite, another green stone. Okay, all green so far. Trust your instincts. You may not have receipts or the backing you need, but you know when something is off. Trust your hunches. Something is off. Okay, let's see what's on the other side. Elephant. Okay. Yeah, trust yourself. Elephants never forget, do they? Elephants never forget. Does that mean something to you? Have you got something that you're not going to forget, has happened, or you know it's something you need to remember? Are you holding on to something? And normally in this kind of reading, you'd say you need to let it go, but not this time. This protect yourself is saying, remember something. Elephants don't forget. It's something you need to remember. It's giving you some sort of warning. Trust it. Trust that feeling. You know when something's off, and don't let anyone tell you different. Stand your ground. Okay. This is a beautiful stone, but it does show stuff is growing on it. It's not, something does feel really stagnant there. Okay, let's have a look. We've got a number card. We've got 17. Okay, don't. Doubt is holding you back. Don't hold back. Something's off. Speak out. Self-belief. Have the confidence to trust yourself. Don't doubt what you know to be true. You don't necessarily have to have proof when something is off. Red flags are there. It's so easy to be told, no, you're wrong. That's not what it's like. Or, it's so easy to be gaslit, isn't it? And to be told, well, oh, you've got this all wrong. You've got no proof of that. This isn't how it is. You're wrong. Trust your gut here. Really, truly trust your gut. Okay, let's have a look. Chamomile. Oh, wow. Okay, you're in a relationship that is wearing you down. Okay, and if this isn't you, then this pile isn't for you. But this is from the minute I picked up this stone, yeah, something is totally outstayed its welcome. It's wearing you out. It's not good for you. If you're exhausted with this, you can't move forward. It's time to pause, rest. You need to find some peace. You need to be able to think clearly. You need to be able to see the wood through the trees. You need the chatter to disappear. You need them to stop saying you're wrong. You need to not hear that, people must not be saying to you that you're wrong. You're seeing it all wrong. Oh, it's going to get better. Come on, protect yourself and know that what's right here. You know what feels off, what doesn't. If you're ready to move on, or you feel like you're not in the right place, then you're not wrong. You're not wrong at all, Basil. Here we go. If you're thinking of jumping ship, yeah, now's the time. Someone else is in the background. You might not know they're there, but someone sees you. Take a risk and go towards the love that feels right. You might not know it's there yet. This is a timeless reading, so this could be coming up in the next couple of weeks. But if you don't know who I'm talking about, they're on their way. Someone has their eye on you, or you're going to know. You'll know who it is. You will know when the time comes. And I think it's going to help you with the push that you need. Now, some people would say that's not how it should be done or whatever. It doesn't matter. It's just about being happy, isn't it? Do what makes you happy. Go towards what feels good. Okay, what else have we got? Number 9, how teachable are you? Okay. You're getting all the advice. You are seeking the knowledge. You're thinking all the right things. You are getting signs left, right, and center. Maybe you've listened to other readings that have told you exactly this. Maybe someone has said to you, look, you deserve better, or maybe just someone's taken your eye and you're like, this is so much better than what I've got. I'm not saying the grass is greener, but what feels right. There is so much green here, to be fair. you know what's right, but are you listening to any of it? It's all there for you. So what's stopping you? Don't give up or settle when it gets hard or uncomfortable, or you try to kind of move on from something that's stagnant. And then you think, oh yeah, but actually, it's been a good week, and maybe we'll get happier soon, or maybe there's just no love or passion there, and you think, oh, but we can get that back. Can you though? Or is there someone coming that's going to show you exactly what it's supposed to be like? Be open to that. And if you're asking these questions in the first place, doesn't that tell you something? I think so. Detach from drama. Oh, for sure. Don't play the game. Don't play the game. If you don't play, then it doesn't matter. Winning isn't important. I feel like there's definitely going to be some conversations where who did what, who's right, who's wrong, the whys. Oh, it's all going to be all your fault, maybe. It doesn't matter. Just, yes, you're right. Have the win. It's fine. You're right. Go for it and go on and do what you need to do and be happy. It doesn't matter if you go and they think you're the worst person, but it really doesn't matter. It really doesn't. What is important is that you move forward and forget about it all and go towards what makes you happy. There are 2 ladybirds on here, not just one. And the ladybirds are on there for luck, but there's 2 on there. So go towards that. Go towards what's going to make you happy. You can't make them see your point of view. You're not going to change them. You're not going to be able to, suddenly magically make them change or know that they're in the wrong, for example. So don't worry about it. Don't play, and then you can't lose. And that's so important. I would just live by that, to be honest. I would just live by that. Okay, Spirit Keeper of the North. Forgiveness. Okay, I'm going to say this. Forgiveness, to be able to move on, is very much what this card is about. However, that situation that has just dragged on and on and on, let it go. I think the forgiveness part here is more about letting it go than actual forgiving. Endings can drag on, and why bother? Just let that go. It doesn't matter. There's nothing to discuss. Just get on with it. Let them be. Just let them get on with it. What they do next, it doesn't matter. It's not for you to decide. What they do once you're living your life doesn't matter. It's, to be honest, not your business. You focus on your business and focus on being happy and let them do whatever they want. They can focus on theirs. They'll probably still try focusing on yours. They'll be scrolling on your social media, no doubt, and they'll be, asking people about you. But don't do the same thing. Just don't do it. You'll feel so much fresher and rejuvenated if you just let it be. It's definitely time to move on. Definitely time to move on. Vine, seek out information that will help you. Okay. Change is going to help you, but you do have to seek it out. You're not just going to be able to kind of necessarily know exactly what to do. You might know what you want to do, but you might need to seek out the proper, it might be to do with moving house. It might be to do with legalities. It could be even, I'm being a bit strong here, but it could even be, legal matters, divorce even, or a house or anything like that. So seek out the proper, don't just take advice from anybody, find the right people for the right job. So make sure you're asking the right people for advice so you don't get it wrong. Okay, dog. Protection from a powerful friend. So seek and you'll find, basically. There is someone out there ready to help you. Someone who's knows exactly what you need and will have the right information and be able to help you. And they're really going to help you as well. It's not just a bit of advice. They're going to probably physically help you as well. Okay. The Jug, light-hearted, carefree time. That is what you've got coming ahead. And Desk, pay attention to your work. So I don't think it means literally your work or career. I think what it means is pay attention to everything that needs your time, because this can sometimes consume you. To all of us, when things aren't how you want them to be, it can consume you. And it can also just make you feel like, what's the point? So you end up neglecting what needs you the most, which might be okay in the moment, but later on it will be a problem. It's so easy to hyper focus on our problems and then just don't let everything else slide in the process, whether that's work, the kids, even your house. Try to keep all the balls going. Don't drop the ball. Try to keep everything up, because this will right itself. Look, this is going to be great. But the biggest thing that's going to stop you from dealing with day to day is this. So don't let it. Let them be. It's not worth it. It's not worth it. Focus on what you need to do next to get to where you want to be. And then it'll all work out just how it's meant to. So good luck. And I would love to hear how this resonates for you in the comments. That would be amazing. I would love to hear from you. And thank you so much for choosing my video. So thanks, Pile 4. See you next time. Bye. Hi, Pile 5. You have chosen the beautiful amethyst, a very dark amethyst as well. Really dark purple. It's beautiful colours. It's really quite heavy as well. I love this stone. This soothes conflict. Soothes conflict is good for so many things. Okay, let's see what we've got in your pile. You have a quantum quattro. That is a mix of lots of crystals. That tells me you're a complex person, possibly in a complex relationship. I'm going to say straight off the bat that if you're in a happy relationship right now, this pile isn't for you. Go back, have a look, choose that this isn't for you. If you are in quite a complex relationship right now, possibly codependent, even possibly not a good relationship, this is the pile for you. There's certain words I'd like to say that I can't on YouTube, but the parts of relationships that aren't good, this could be you. And if that's the case, then this is the right pile for you. And amethyst is very important when it comes to things like that. So you need to release yourself. Release yourself. There's a lot to look at here. It feels quite complex. So let's go on. Okay, 0. Wow. Ground zero. That's what it feels like. Okay. Whatever's going on with you in your relationship, whether you stay in your relationship or whether you don't, either way, it needs to be a blank slate. If you want what you're in right now to work, it's got to have a clean slate or it isn't going to work. I can say that right now. But if this is bad, if what you're going through is bad, it needs to be completely new. It needs to stop and it needs to be completely new. But if you feel it's worth saving and you're safe and, it has the potential for happiness, then the only way it's going to work is if a completely blank slate. If we are looking at a new relationship, then, oh my goodness, you need to leave your shit at the door. You need to break the karmic cycle, because if you are a new relationship, then you're bringing all this with you, and that's not okay. So whatever happens, it's a clean slate. I don't think we're talking about a new relationship, to be honest. It's either someone you've been going backward and forwards with, or, maybe like that. But yeah, clean slate for sure. Let's see what else we've got. We have, I can't say this, prasiolite. I can't say that, I'm afraid, because it's not a stone I'm that familiar with. But the card itself looks at, commitments. Do you follow through? Are you, I'm hearing falling off the wagon. Is someone in the relationship not committing to promises they've made? This stone is also very, very good for addiction. And it feels like someone feels like they failed. That's what it feels like. And that promises are being made and not kept, that sort of thing. Let's see what else we got. Okay, mint, cleansing and persistence. Don't give into it. Whatever this is that is causing this damage, don't give into it. Be stubborn enough to not give up. Stick to what you say you're going to do and do it. The roots are there. Your current situation. Don't let others uproot you. Dig your heels in. Don't let other people sway you. Don't be, I'm almost like peer pressure-y type. Maybe their friends are kind of taking them on a path you don't want, or I don't know. But be stubborn enough to stick to what you know is right. Stick to what it is that you know is going to work. And it could be in this case that it's your new beginning that you need, in which case stick to that too. But I feel like you want this to work. Sage, purification. Yeah, I literally just said that. Purification. You need to cleanse the shit out of this situation. Like it feels so toxic that it just needs cleansing out, starting again, bomb it and start again, It really does. The knowledge you need to make this work is out there. You just need to be open about it. You need to speak up and ask for help, but it's probably going to be quite an unlikely source that helps you. So don't dismiss it. Don't let pride stop you getting help because it's coming from somewhere that you wouldn't have imagined. It feels like, to be honest, it feels like the person that you're in a relationship with needs this reading more than you do. That's what it feels like. I feel like I'm talking to them through you, you know? Okay, 16, inner child. So much damage has impacted the way this relationship is going, maybe for both of you. Yeah, there's two parts here. I mean, I think there's some childish behavior happening from one side or the other. And be honest with yourself as to where that's coming from. But I do feel like you're on the receiving end of a lot here, and how things are dealt with. The other side of that is that, you know, the damage that's brought forward needs to heal, but you can't heal each other. That needs to be done through the people that help you, through the people that, you know, someone is going to come forward and help you. But you do need to be open to that, and that will help to heal that. And then you can both come at it from a different perspective, you know, stronger and healthier. I really feel like health is a massive thing here. Like you need to, yeah, it's difficult because there's some things you can't say on YouTube. And I just feel like, you know, okay, 18, don't push the envelope. Okay, you're driving yourself crazy. You are driving yourself crazy, and they might be driving you crazy too. It feels like you're in constant fight or flight. You need to dial it down. You really do. Take today, sort today out, and then take the focus away from outcomes or the main goal. And, you know, try not to look at where's this going? Where's this going to end up? Focus on today and getting today right. It's that one step at a time thing. There's definitely addiction somewhere here. Without a doubt, there's addiction somewhere, because I feel like I'm in one of them things where they say, you know, like some sort of step program, like one step at a time, but definitely make today good. And if you do that every day, it's going to accumulate and it's going to build. And then instead of looking back on damage and problems and toxic stuff, you can look back on all these good days that you've had. And that is what it means to have a new slate. So this new slate needs to be, where this clear slate starts now. You make today good and you take each day. And if that goes wrong, then you start again. But there's only so many times you can start again. You know, once that cleansing's done, if that doesn't work, it's not gonna. But there's a lot of hope here. It feels like there's gonna be a lot of work to do. But believe it or not, I know it doesn't sound it, but that is positive because it means there's something to work. Yeah, look, something to work towards. Look at that sunshine. There's going to be like if you were thinking about medical intervention or some sort of intervention that involves professionals, now's the time. Now's the time for things to work when you do it. If sowing those seeds now, it's going to bring out the sunshine. Everything's going to grow. It really is. It's showing that all of this, like I've just said to you, it's going to be hard work, and you're bringing such a lot with you both. But this shows it will be worth it. If you put the work in, it's what you want, then it will be worth it. Feels like you've got a lot of outside influence that's holding you all back as well. So you know, like one step forward and two back, you know, it's kind of like, oh yeah, I was just going to say money. There we go. Money or property through inheritance, winning or windfall. I reckon it's probably more just a case of sorting finances out is going to help. And I think whatever problems are being brought forward, once they're dealt with, that will also help finances, I feel. Get back to basics. Okay, focus on the foundation of what you need. Don't waste time and money on things that are not important. You'll be so glad later on. So glad if you just focus on the basics of what you need and focus more spiritually rather than the physical around you. You'll be so glad of it later on, because there's going to be a time where I think you're going to need some money, and you will have been careful and you will have it ready and it will be there for you. Okay, a wall, misunderstanding, an apple. Temptation will test you. Oh God, yeah. Yeah, don't forget that sunshine though. Okay. Take the first steps towards sorting it out, because you're always going to be coming at it from two different angles. So that's where I think you need that help to get it right. Okay. But then temptation. So it says everything you need to know, doesn't it? You just need to stay focused. Only you can make it work. if one of you doesn't want to, then it's not going to work. You can't blame others if you don't stick to your commitments and your promises. If you don't make good choices, if they don't make good choices, then it's not going to work. You're going to have major consequences if you don't do what you know is right. If you don't take those steps now, there is going to be major consequences, really. This time you need to make good on your promises to yourself as well. If you have promised yourself that you won't put up with it one more time, or you've promised yourself you won't be on the receiving end of something. Sorry, I've just knocked all my cards over. If you've promised yourself you're not going to be on the receiving end of something anymore, and please read into that what I'm saying, I just can't say the words, but if there's something you go through sometimes that's pretty awful, and you've promised yourself no more, that's the last time, then make good on your promise. Don't. Maybe that sunshine is where you need to go on your own. But if it's a case of trying to work together to solve something that you're going through or they're going through, it can be done. There are people out there that can help you. And if you put the work in, it will work. It will work out. But it's the most important that you keep your promises to yourself. That's the most important thing. So good luck with it. And I would love to hear how this resonates for you. So let me know in the comments, and I'd love to hear from you. So thanks for choosing my video, and I'll see you next time. Bye, Pile 5.